I don't even look at chat. So,
Oh, nice.
oh, here we go. We are live. Everybody, some of you guys have been waiting a long time for this one. I just know it. Couple, I don't know, OG Twitch friends right here. Tyler, TSB253 Burke in the house, baby. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. I
Not a
can't tell
problem.
you how thrilled I am to have you here. This is the shit.
It's an honor. It's an honor. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what.
Many topics going on, but
Yeah.
we have talked to each other so like for so long. Like you're like I'm
Pretty
gonna
much,
say
pretty much from the beginning.
absolutely from the
Yeah.
beginning. Um,
Mhm.
you are, I would call you my internet brother.
Fair to
Like,
say. I would go with that.
I mean, like we both have struggled with a lot of the same issues, and for somehow some way our paths crossed through the internet on Twitch, and then we've kind of developed kind of a cool little like online friendship. Like it's been
Absolutely.
pretty dope.
Yep. We've been there for each other on both sides. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is your first podcast, and I remember earlier this morning when I was talking to you about it, you were saying you were like kind of nervous for it.
Yeah, a little bit. This is because it's on someone else's platform and their content, and it's like, oh, when you're streaming and you're doing your own thing, there's no benchmark. You just whatever you want to do, that's it. Some days are good, some days are bad, but now you're on someone else's. You just hope you just provide good content and you're entertaining and you don't ruin it for them.
Dude, you're the best. Like you ain't ruining anything for anybody. That's why I wanted you on here. Just because you're like, you should be such a bigger Twitch streamer. Like you should have so many more people following you. I can't believe like you'll go in. I don't know. I just think you should have like over 1,000 regularly in there. It's like I mean, if more people knew about you, just how like authentic and real. I mean, that's what people are looking for in Twitch. I mean, that's what I'm looking for in Twitch is like
Yeah.
authenticism. You know?
I'm almost kind of glad because if it was at that stage, I'd probably be banned by now. So you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. I've seen you.
I've gotten a few things through in over the past year, but yeah, it's okay because now I've hit a stage where like there was a time where it mattered to me what the number was while I was streaming. Um, but I haven't brought in any new type of toxic crowd. The people that still keep coming back, those are the people when I come home from work and I decide to stream, those are the people I'm wanting to hang out with. So when I see their names pop up, I'm just like, all right, the party's starting, my friends are here, let's have a good time. And then if new people come in, so be it. Hopefully they catch the vibes of the chat because the chat's usually kind of having their own party on the side, especially when I'm playing video games. I'm not quite as good as keeping up with it because I'm trying to figure out how to not suck. Um,
It's hard,
but
man. You're not
yeah,
young. Like it's a young man's game, and
it's a young man's
it
game.
it's so silly it is. But like Fortnite and all like those, just
Yeah,
have to have these super fast twitch muscles, and the
yep,
older you get, the more those deteriorate. Like back in the day, I used to play those, and I was pretty freaking good at like the old school Rogue 6, Rogue Spear, like old. I mean, we're talking like early 2000, and it was like a lot of that, just the hand-eye
yeah.
coordinate, the quick.
Oh yeah.
We lose that the older we
The,
get.
yeah, that's done. Like the moment I die in a game, I immediately kind of know I was like, oh, I should have done this, this, this. But in the moment, it's just straight panic for me. Like I'm just panicking. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm hoping that I'm not like, doing something with my face that looks silly. I don't know. But all right. So the funniest thing that's happened to me in the past month is I was dealing poker, and this older gentleman, he's probably in his 30s or 40s,
You call
says,
that older? How old are
"No,
you?
I just turned 30 last month, so
You
I
look a
feel
lot.
like
You look a lot older than 30.
I know, dude. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, God. I'm dead.
I can only say that because you're my internet brother. I'm just
I
dicking
know,
around.
no, that's fine. I feel 50. That's why it's like, so I feel 50. So when I do stuff or like my personality still feels 21, but my
Oh,
body feels 50. So
that's why we get along. I feel 21 too. Like my brain is rightly or wrongly, we shouldn't feel that young. We should feel older. But yeah, I'm the same way.
yeah, well, that's because I believe we're alpha. I believe we're alpha males. So, no matter how bad we're deteriorating, we're always gonna feel like we can get it. You know, um,
God, that's so true. That's
but
so true.
so like less than a month ago, I'm dealing poker, and this guy who plays pretty regularly goes, "Hey, how's the stream been going?" I said, "Oh, it's been all right." And he's like, "You been getting any better at the games?" I was like, "No, not really." He's like, "Yeah, I know. My son killed you 2 months ago." And
Wow.
I was like, "What? Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was watching him play on Xbox," which is like already like, all right, good start. He's like, and he said it killed TSB253, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" So like, I was like, "How old's your son?" He's like, "He's 8," and I was like, "Well,
Oh,
there we go.
oh my gosh.
It's a young man's game."
That's like a young boy's game. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
yeah.
Yeah, so how long you been dealing poker? How long you been dealing poker?
So I graduated college when I was 23. I went through 6 months of doing nothing but doing nothing, and then I decided to become a dealer. So I guess since I was 23. So damn, like 7 years.
Oh, that's not that long. Really? I mean, it
And
is and it isn't.
in dealer years, you're 50.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Lambeth University. Uh,
Where never heard of it.
it's in Jackson, Tennessee. It was an NAIA school.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Methodist school, I believe. But I was the last graduating class because they got bankrupt.
Oh,
So that's kind of cool.
I get it.
Yeah.
Everybody, this has been an old scam. A lot of people have pulled it for a long time. They go online and they find these fake schools they'll just give you a degree. I think that's what this is, right?
No, not quite.
Just
That's
kidding.
close. It's close.
No,
When I
it's
got there, it was a top 25 liberal arts school. And when I left, it was in shams. Like the dean had like stolen money.
oh,
Um, the main donor who donated like 25 million a year, he brought his own guy in to look at the books, and they were like, "No, I don't want. We don't like what you're doing." They're like, "Just give us the money," and so they were like, "No, we're out." So all of a sudden, they were out of like their biggest contributor, and they were bankrupt a year later.
how about another beer?
I see that. I see that.
And
Yeah, can I get a look at the logo of it?
maybe I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. It's
Okay, all
it's
right.
called Boulevard Single Wide IPA.
Wait, we have those. We have those where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Boulevard. They're made here in Kansas City, but they distribute. They're almost in every
Kansas,
state now. They're everywhere.
Kansas City hype.
Are you from St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm from Festus, Missouri. It's about 30 minutes south of St. Louis.
So basically,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
like when people ask, I say, yeah, I'm from St. Louis.
right. I'm in Liberty, Missouri, which is just like 10 minutes north
Oh,
of Kansas City or something like that.
I
But
think I think we played American Legion. I think we played against Liberty once when I was growing up. So if I'm not mistaken, I recognize the name, so I know of.
yeah, it's actually the school that's in this town is called William Jewell, and it's in Liberty. I don't know. It's a smaller school. You guys might have played something against them.
Well, oh yeah, that William Jewell. They're like a D3 school, aren't they?
I don't know. Sure, sounds about right.
No, I'm saying in high school when I played American Legion baseball, I think
Oh,
we played a Liberty.
oh, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd imagine you did. Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of an affluent neighborhood. I'm sure they had a good team.
yeah, probably. So.
You're drinking some beer. So anyway, so
Yeah.
one of the great things about you, and I'm just kind of like, so some of the people listening to me aren't going to be aware of you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So first thing, Twitch for basically a video game streaming service where people just stream video games and people watch them. But it varies with, you got online poker, which is what I used to dabble in, and most
Yep.
of what I watched. I mean, that's how we found each other.
That's how we started. Yeah.
Yeah, you came in. Do you remember? Not to sound.
KB hosted you,
Okay, you do remember.
and I was in within 5 minutes. The amount of gratitude you had for people being in there watching you play, I was like, I'm all in on this guy.
That was insane. That
Yeah.
was yeah.
KB sent you a dono. I said, I'm sending him a dono.
Yeah, yeah. And then he said,
I had to check my bank account first, but then I sent that dono. I didn't
it
give
was a
a fuck.
big donation too. It was a big donation. It was
Yeah.
like what was it, 25, 50,
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
whatever.
I do the $25.30 to keep
Yeah,
with
it
the
was.
253 trend.
It blew me away. Like that was one of the most
Yeah.
fun nights I've ever had. Not just streaming, but like
Yeah, it's still up there for me. That's a top 10 moment for sure.
it
Probably
was
top five.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you still remember that. It was
Dude, I was clipping the shit out of stuff. It
yeah,
was
that
amazing.
was so good. So anyway, so Tyler here is a streamer on Twitch, and so you used to mainly stream poker, but now you're kind of like, I don't know, does it
Um,
hurt you or help you that you're kind of all over the place?
it hurts me, and from a streaming standpoint, as far as like viewership and average viewers, but it helps me in a mental capacity because I continue to stream and have fun then. Um, when I started streaming, I it was an outlet for me because I was really depressed at the time. Became super introverted, and these were all things that I was not ever in my life. And so people had been telling me to do the Twitch thing for years, and I didn't know what it was. Never thought to look it up because I used to Snapchat when I would play online. I would Snapchat all these big hands, ridiculous shit that was happening, and I would do it when I played live. So I finally one day I was like, all right, I'm gonna look into it, and it started with poker, and it was amazing. I was hooked instantly. The ability to be able to talk to people kind of helped me start talking out loud and getting my confidence back that I had lost. But then, 9 months later, you're on a big downswing. All of a sudden, I'm drinking more often because I'm not like all of a sudden, different things, factors were happening that was kind of bringing that depression back in. And all of a sudden, I wasn't having fun. I was going home to stream poker, which I didn't want to stream poker. I didn't even want to play. So now I'm playing when I don't want to play. So there's no possible way I can bring my A game. And then factor in the fact that I just wanted to get absolutely like shitty or drunk. You're not gonna book a winning session. It's just not gonna happen. And so one day I woke up and I was just like, I just stopped. Just said, I had like 4K left in my name. I said, I'm just gonna buy the fucking best computer I can get. I'm just gonna play video games with my friends because I would play with them, but my computer was so bad that it wasn't enjoyable. I was like, I want to give myself the chance to play these video games that my friends are playing because I had started branching out and looking at other communities and trying to make friends. And so I did that, and it's been fun. So it's not fun now because you at a certain point you play so long that you're like, all right, it's time to get good, right? Because you can't be a shit show forever. But I'm still a shit show at games.
Are you trying to gear more towards gaming? Is that like kind of your goal or your focus right now? Or do you
Man,
have one? Or you just kind of like,
I don't. Until I quit my job, which is my main focus. It's my income. You know, until I decide to take that big leap of faith and try doing something else, I just kind of do whatever is gonna like make me happy after work, because work can be really hard and taxing mentally. By the way, I'm a professional poker dealer, so I'm around people all the time, and I have to deal with a lot of bullshit and be smiling the whole time. So when I go home, I just look for that escape. And so when I get home and some days I want to some days I just want to be IRL and I just want to talk to people. And some days I want to play poker. So I'm very all over. I just pretty much whatever's gonna kind of like make me go to bed happy so I can sleep well.
What do you want to do? I mean, you say when you quit your job, but do you have any real plans on
All right.
quitting your job, or is that just something you say right now because you don't like it and you want to quit?
I've already decided. All right, so my lease for this place that I'm at in Tunica, Mississippi is up in May. And I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to move somewhere. And that as far as I've gotten. No matter what, I'm moving to either to LA, San Diego, or Las Vegas. And then we'll go from there. I just want to kind of redo my 20s and my 30s. You know, I took on a little bit of debt in the past couple of years and I'm kind of just paying for it right now. And in a year it'll all be over and I won't have any debt and I'll just be starting over. So
Are you wanting to go deal poker at one of those other places though? Is that kind of the goal or the idea?
no, I want to play poker. I want to finally give myself a chance to play, for a living.
Live?
Yep.
I mean, kind of have to, right? Like you can't
Yeah.
like, is there, you would know this, I would think. And like whatever I ask you, if there's anything off topic, off limits, just like
No
people will
hold,
understand, I'll understand. Like we can just skip past some shit. I don't want to get you.
no holds barred, brother.
I
You can do
figured, I figured, but I'm just throwing the caveat out there just in case, just in case.
the obligatory, like, if you want to pass, just
Yeah, yeah.
pass.
I won't be happy, but I'll understand.
I dig it. God, I wish I had your glass. That's so nice.
Really?
So classy.
After
I'm
this,
sitting here drinking out the bottle. I'm looking like a real asshole. You look, but you know what? You got the nice
you
setup.
know what? You want to hear?
Place looks amazing.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've put in some work into this little
Yeah, you
studio.
have. I remember when you first started the build.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's been a while.
it is something else.
This glass is actually from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Schlafly. Have you ever heard of Schlafly?
Yeah. Yep. I always, every time I go to St. Louis, anytime I would bring friends, they'd be like, "Oh, I want to try the St. Louis beers," and I was just like, "Go ahead."
After
But
when I tell you what, when we're done with this, I want to get your address and I'm gonna mail you a pimp glass like this.
hell yeah,
So
bet.
I'm gonna give you a Kansas City one, a
Yeah,
Boulevard
yeah,
one. It looks
absolutely.
just like this, but it's a Kansas City, it's a Boulevard one. I'll mail
Now,
it to you.
all right. Now that I'm remembering, I've had Boulevard before, and I love it. And I love it more than the St. Louis Bears because they have Shafley, and then there's like one other one from St. Louis. What is it?
There's actually a couple. St. Louis is a good town for microbrew. One's
Yeah,
called Urban Chestnut.
I haven't had that.
Budweiser, of course, Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah,
But I
big
know that's
bad,
not what I know that's not
big
what you're
bad,
thinking.
big bad. Yo, when I go back to St. Louis, there's a town, I think it's in Truman, Arkansas, that still sells 30 packs, but they have a 30 pack of Bud Select. I stop there every time on the way back. I buy 3 cases of 30 packs and I just bring them on home because they don't have Bud Select down here. And that's my shit when I go back to St. Louis. I always drink Bud Select. I don't know if that's the St. Louis Cardinal in me because I used to have season tickets and I always drank that. But I'm a Bud Select guy. That's my favorite.
I mean, there are worse beers out there, like, Michelob
Yeah.
Ultra.
You know what? This is actually my casino beer. This is
I'm
what
just giving you shit. Like I said, I'm a beer snob. Like I can't handle
I
that
know.
stuff. So I just
I
give people
know.
crap.
I know. Back in the day, there was these two gentlemen that I used to play twice a week when I would play in the casino, play poker, and they drank Michelob, and I didn't drink Michelob before then. But they were self called like you can't outlast me. Like I'll outdrink everyone. I was just like, all right, I'll drink your beer and we'll see what happens. And I always crushed them. Either they ran out of money and they had to quit, or or they eventually like when the rule was every time the cocktail waitress came up by, we had to get a beer. So basically, we were drinking 4 beers an hour because you can get a beer every 15 minutes here. And I destroyed them. They would start playing like shit because they'd be drunk, and I would just still be in the zone.
I will say, man, you can put some beer away. You are impressive. Like there's there's three dudes that impress me when it comes to beer drinking
Yeah.
or drinking in general. And maybe that's just because they're kind of the main ones that do it. Can you guess who the three are? And you're in that three. Can you guess who the other two dudes?
Obviously KB.
Yeah.
Kellenberg's up there, man. He is a champ. Uh, who's the third one?
Old school
Oh,
streamer doesn't really do it much anymore, but I'm putting him in
oh my
there.
God, yeah, I know.
All the
Because
three.
no, because we talked one time about doing a drinking contest.
With him,
No, no. Oh, okay. No, no, not him. You're talking about big pocket dogs, whatever.
Big Dog Pocket
Big
Fives.
dog pocket
That
pies.
dude.
I heard he's number one to this day. He will
Oh,
always
dude.
be
No,
number
you
one.
can't. Nobody. I mean, you and KB together would be like
Yeah,
trying to keep
the
up with
guy
that
just
dude.
fucking just slammed him, shotgunned him. He did whatever. I heard.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I remember when I started out, and then like I remember the first time I had like a 40 beer stream. Everyone was like, "Yo, this is insane," but you still ain't him. Like everyone still remembered him. I was just like, you know what? I think his name's Casey Jers. I don't know how to say his last name. Casey
Jezerback or
Jers.
something? Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I had known about the guy, and I was just like, well, he's automatically top 5 all time for me as a poker player because he did this Twitch thing and he can slam beers. So he'll always be my favorite now.
Have you ever watched? Did you ever watch any of his streams?
I came to the Twitch party too late. I started around December of last year. No, of
Right.
the year
Right.
before. I've been
No, this
on
was
for a
before.
year and a half.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say you've been on for a hot minute, killing the
Yeah.
game, killing it. I love your stream, man. It's and the great thing about your stream is because your schedule. I'm sure this is probably like again, it's
Oh
probably
yeah.
not. I bet if you were able to stream at a different time, you'd probably get
Yeah.
more viewers.
Mhm.
You have that weird time, but I love it because I'm a lot of times I'm waking up and getting ready for work.
Yeah.
I pop on. I guarantee you're on. It's like,
You
hold,
know
here we
what
go.
though? You're catching me at my worst though, because if you're waking up and getting ready, that means that I stayed up and streamed too late.
Yeah, your worst is the best. Though. I mean, I love it, man.
You know, it kind of sucks right now because another thing that's influenced my stream lately, especially this month, is that I've had to dial it back a lot, which has kind of affected my mood because
Dial
of
what
work.
back?
Staying up too late, drinking too much, because I have so many points at work from showing up late or calling out from having too much fun the night before on stream that
Wait, you get in trouble for shit you do on stream?
no, we have a point system for
Uh-huh.
being late and calling out,
Okay.
and I've accumulated so many points that I basically can't miss any work or be late for like another month before some
Okay.
points get taken off. So I'm not in a position where I can
I
afford to lose my
gotcha.
job. So it's like that's also affected my mood. So I actually like the last couple of weeks of streaming has sucked for me because I like don't want to get hyper. I don't want to do the what I want to do. So I'm like trying to keep it together, and it's just like, and I'm sitting there and I'm like pent up inside, and I was like, this sucks. I just want to, I just want to listen to Goodbye Horses and dance, but I can't,
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah, so where I guess I got sidetracked. It happens to me a lot. I've got
same. I
yeah.
don't remember what the main topic was.
I don't know, but I'm gonna bring it back where my head is telling me to go. And I was gonna go with so like your main source of income is obviously your dealer gig at the casino.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think an American streamer can make money? Like the big American streamers, is Drew the biggest?
I think between Drew and Lappy, they're the two biggest. Lappy just started picking back up the streaming.
What happened to him?
He moved. I think he started enjoying life. I think he branched out a little bit. He moved to Vegas, and he was taking in that live scene for a bit. And sometimes, Mean the Merciless was the biggest for a long time. Mean moved out to Vegas and got himself a girlfriend, and he's living life. So that happens. I
Yeah.
think there's an expiration point on every streamer. Every person starts with a different goal or different ambitions, And eventually, once it gets accomplished and they're able to get over whatever hump that they're trying to sort out in their life, they don't need it. They find a different purpose or different source of happiness. So I don't want to speak for me, but I think that's what's going on. I think he's enjoying life outside of being behind the monitor.
You're talking Lappy.
I'm talking, yeah, Mean and Lappy, both of them.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
and then Drew just moved out to LA, and that's a whole different experience. He went coast to coast, and
Right.
now Drew's in the same boat as me. Drew has a job. He hasn't had a day job in years, and to try to fit in some time while maintaining responsibility for his job, that can be a little bit difficult.
So you don't think, but
I
like,
don't
so at the
think
peak, they can't really make, like, can
I
Drew
don't think
or
so.
Lappy make money like enough to just play poker and stream?
I want to say no. I don't think any American streamer can do it. Um, well, it depends. Do you want to, at the end of the year, say you essentially worked at McDonald's? I mean, yeah, I think there's a few people that can do that.
Yeah. I
I,
think some people are actually cool with that.
yeah, no, for
Not saying
sure.
that one. I don't think Drew it has those kind of ambitions
No.
whatsoever. I'm not claiming he
All
does, but
right.
I think there are some people that would be like, "Oh, if I could make what 25 grand a year just playing
Yeah.
ACR and Bovada, what is it called now?
Bovada Ignition. Yeah.
Bovada ACR for and a little bit on Twitch. I'd be fine with making 25K. I
Dude,
can see somebody saying that, and not me.
yeah, no, I'd be cool with just like the stress factor of knowing that, like, I mean, you're always playing for more money than what you're gonna get. You're not always gonna hit the peak amount. You're not always gonna get first. So I mean, yeah, there's a potential that they could have a breakout year and make 100K, but more than likely it's gonna fall in probably that 25K, threshold. Um, I don't know. I can't speak for other people. Like I don't.
No,
I
I know you can't. I just kind of you're more. I trust
I
your judgment more than a lot of other people because you're so deep into it. I figure you might have some insight.
I feel like, all right, Snoss and Loss is a good example actually, because Snoss and Loss doesn't stream every single tournament he plays. So, and I know this because I've found myself in a few tournaments with him at his table. Snoss and Loss can probably do it. He's a fantastic player, but he doesn't stream every single event that he plays or tournament. And he grinds. He plays a lot of tournaments. I believe it's possible, but from a standpoint like, hey, I'm going to be a Twitch streamer in the United States and be a poker player, and that's going to be it. Like, I just feel it's going to be difficult because it's not Poker Stars. There's not huge up top stuff to go for. Like ACR doesn't have that $1 million Sunday anymore. Like that was the year saver tournament that we had in America. We don't have that tournament anymore. There's not that ability to make six figures. We just don't have those type of tournaments in America that we can play. So it's going to be a fucking grind. We're going to be playing tournaments for 5K, 6K all the time. And that's great, but that's our month. You're looking to make that in a month, profit.
Golly, that's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, and with all
Yeah.
the people that are playing it, and with so many people that are so knowledgeable about poker now, and so many that aren't, it's tough. And then there's variance. I just think it's going to be really, really difficult uh, to do it for a living.
Yeah, I guess if anybody would really, well, yeah. Why wouldn't Drew just move to like Canada or Mexico and try and do it and play on stars? I mean, I bet his,
I
I bet
I
he would
didn't
know
talk
what
to
he's
him
already
about it, but
really.
I'm sure he thought about it. And you know what?
I
I'm
mean, if you're gonna
sure.
make the move, I mean, across country, what's another couple hours south? Go to Mexico. He's got a following, and if he was on Poker Stars, his following would just multiply quickly. And then
Absolutely.
that's where the money could be. the international market with those real donos, those real subs.
You know what though? I think Drew's actually positioned himself to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I think by moving to LA, to get that fresh start, to kind of take in a different atmosphere, find some clarity, whatever it is. I mean, I talk to Drew pretty regularly. I can't speak for Drew, but I think by moving to LA, he's put himself in a position where maybe if he wants to, he can make a trip out to Canada for a couple weeks and play some of the W Cube scoops or whatever and stream it during then if he wants to. And I think
That'd
that
be
would,
dope. I'd love to see that. Would you like to see that? It'd be fun to see any of the American guys do that. Like that's
oh
awesome.
yeah. I would love to. You know, it's a funny story. I actually let me look real
This is
quick.
so inside baseball, but I don't care. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. I can't get enough of it. All right, so currently I owe PokerStars $989.31. So I got to make sure I have plus 1K before I do that.
Wow.
Yeah, they had this glitch that happened where you would deposit, you would get the money. Let's say I deposit 3K, I get the money. 3 days later, it would like cancel the transaction and withdraw the 3K out of your account. So I ended up $989. The next day, Black Tuesday happened, and I was just like, okay, that's on you.
Right.
I'm not gonna fix that because I can't play poker.
Wow. If anybody just saw your studio back there, it's never changed. You've moved a couple times. When I first came to your,
Yeah.
it was after that KB hosted stream. I came to your. That's when I heard about you, and that's when we kind of
Yeah, that's when we started
fell in
clicking.
love. Our bromance began. I came to you had an IRL, and you were trying to get your roommate. You were trying to make it where he didn't know he was getting streamed live, and you were, I don't know, Mississippi or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and it's never changed. You got that. You just have your bed in the. Have you ever thought about making something look different in your background, or do you just love?
No, I never did. No, because and the
I
funny
love
thing
it.
is,
I think it's amazing.
no, that's what I want. Like Ninja, he's the most popular Twitch streamer. He's got his whole room in the back. Like it looks like shit.
It does look like shit.
It looks like shit, and he still plays it.
That's the now. All right, I give you a pass because you're not Ninja. Ninja's got hundreds of thousands of people watching.
No excuses.
Come on, step your game up, bro. Step your game up.
No, but the additions he's done, it's all like all those add-ons to his OBS. Like, have you heard about a thing called Twitch Prime? Yeah, he adds all that crap.
Right.
No, so well, the reason why it was always just the bedroom aspect is because that's where it was. I could have got a green screen, but I wanted to have the functionality to be able to move in so many different directions
and to pass out on stream and everybody be able to watch you.
Yeah, because I heard that's a thing. You can make some money doing it. I've had nights where I woke up and I was just like, oh Jesus, I actually made more money sleep than I did streaming.
And is that a TOS violation, a terms of service violation?
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, why? If you're sleeping, which it is an activity, it's something every single human being participates in, why would that be a violation? I don't understand.
I'm not really sure because of the stuff they let go through now. Like, if ASMR is going to be a thing, gosh. I think basically anything else should be allowed. And I've looked into the TOS.
Hey, can you let the audience know ASMR exactly what that is? A lot of people aren't going to be hip to that.
Yeah, that's ASMR.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there's this device where people make these sounds, and you've got women looking next to it or whatever, making noises and touching things, and it's supposed to relax you and put you to sleep. But really, I don't know what it is. I don't find anything soothing about it. I have Twitch up in my living room all the time, and sometimes like my hosts change, and I have this one girl who's now on ASMR. She wakes me up from sleep every single time. and I have to turn it off. So it does the reverse effect for me. But yeah, I don't know. Like if that's allowed, I think anything should be allowed.
Well, I mean, if you're getting donations and people are donating to you while you're sleeping, then surely people are getting some kind of entertainment or some value out of it.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it's content.
I
I
mean,
mean, the whole point I think what Twitch has to worry about is protecting the streamer from harm and protecting the viewership from stuff that whatever their content is that might be um not like positive
you
because
think
there's a lot like IRL changed the game with Twitch. IRL
IRL stands
is
for in real life?
yeah, IRL is super toxic. All right, some of the top IRL streamers I've went and watched what they do, and it I don't enjoy 1 second of it. But people live for that shit.
Like Andy
What?
Milonakis or what?
No, I like Andy. I like Andy.
Uh,
I don't want to say certain names, but there's certain.
what are you afraid of?
Okay.
The worst thing that can happen is your channel would blow up.
All right. So
You're not going to lose viewers, Tyler.
I've watched people like Reckful, Mitch Jones, and Greek. All right. I've spent all 5 minutes at a time in their chats watching what they do, or Asian Andy on YouTube, who I think is probably maybe possibly the Antichrist. But, I mean, so they have essentially, I think, a bunch of like 14, 15-year-old angst kids who in their chat who are upset because they don't know how to talk to women. So what they do is
What do they call that? They got a word for that this day and age. Oh, what is that word? Incel. Do you know what that is?
No.
Incel is celibate, involuntary celibate.
Poor bastards.
It's a real thing. It's these
Oh,
dudes that are involuntarily celibate.
I choose to be celibate. Oh
And
my
they're
god.
saying the dude like I want to say that dude that took his car and ran through the parade and hit a couple people down. This. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, the guy who ran through, it was like a parade.
Yeah. I want to say they were calling him an incel, and it's like these pissed off, unfortunate looking white dudes that are just don't know how to get a woman, don't know how to get laid.
Yeah.
They're celibate, not because they want to, just because whatever their circumstances. So,
well, all right, yeah.
where were we going?
The fact of the matter is, all right, so the crazy thing about Twitch is it's like the casino. That's why I think I relate to it so much. Because when you go to the casino, the moment you walk in, you're a different person. You can be whoever you want to be. You immediately leave your job, and now you can have a new persona if you want. And I see it with so many people.
I never thought about that. I frequent the casino. We've got some casinos around here. I've never once thought about that. All right, I'm gonna go in here like I'm James Bond. I'm gonna sit down at the roulette table. I'm gonna order a shaken not stirred, and I'm just gonna have a couple dime pieces, pussy galore on my left, and let's see what happens. I've never even thought that once. That's interesting, but you would know more than anybody.
It's another outlet for an escape from reality. So, like, I'll see the beauty of poker is I can sit down at a table and I can look from seat 1 to seat 10. I can see a plumber, a teacher, a janitor, and a lawyer all next to each other playing the same game. But their identities are all hidden. Nobody knows what their job is when they sit down. They just know that they bought in for X amount of money and they're playing for money. So because of this type of thing, because nobody in the casino actually asks like, hey, what do you do? Because we're not here for fucking talk. We're here to gamble. So we're going to talk about gambling, and people talk about gambling. So it's an escape, right? If you don't like your job or whatever, or maybe your job's super stressful. I see a lot of high rollers, people that are lawyers, doctors, whatever. They go to the casino. The money doesn't fucking matter. It's just they need to have a different sort of an adrenaline rush. or something
Some
that kind of,
competition or something.
yeah, something that kind of changes whatever their narrative is, if it's not, if it's good or bad.
Right.
And so Twitch is kind of similar. You can get into Twitch and nobody knows your true identity. They just know your username, and you can make multiple usernames. So you can get in there and you can tap into your racist side. You can tap into your
Are
troll
you're
side.
talking about as somebody who's typing but not streaming with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
camera on
yeah,
them?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The
Yeah, yeah.
chatters. All right. So you can tap into your racist side, your troll side, your funny side, your romantic side. You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want to be. You can work on flirting, which I think a lot of these young go-hards try. Flirting with
You
these
try. I see
pretty
you
girls.
for. Don't lie. I see
Oh
you out
yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah. And I only do it because I know that they can go if they want to and check out my stream and see if I'm attractive.
I see you out there.
If they don't come in
You
my
are
chat,
attractive too. You know you're a little dime piece, and you know if
ah,
one of these young little streamers that are like most, semi-attractive come in and they see the old
that's
TSB with
that's not
40
true.
beers next to him, holding his beer can in front of the microphone so it can't be seen on camera.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys, I've
yeah.
seen that. This
Protection.
guy has pulled his cock out, but had it strategically hidden behind the microphone
Oh
so the
my
camera
god,
wouldn't catch it.
you were there for that?
I've seen, dude.
Oh,
Come on, man. You know, I've seen. I lurk. I don't always say stuff when I go into streams. I
I
like to
was
be a
I was I
little
was I
lurker.
was I was blackout drunk. I like to lurk too. There's a few chats that or streams that I just lurk.
Right.
Like with no intention of ever saying anything. Like I'm never gonna say anything. Big
Yeah.
streamers, males, guys. I mean, like C's is a big example. CD in the third.
Don't know that one.
Summit, Lyric, all those big guys. I watch. I'll never write in chat. It'll never
Who
happen.
who are some of your favorite streamers?
Right now, so I'm gonna go from big scale to little scale.
You guys, everybody, twitch.com. You can go there. It's free to sign up. You can just do it on your phone and watch people stream. Tyler here is going to give some of his favorite streamers. Check it out and just see what he has to say.
All right, so my favorite big streamer for entertainment right now is Sidian the Third. He goes by C's. He's just, his energy is out of this world. He has a soundboard and he plays. He can play music. He does different accents. He's just a really funny guy, and I feel like if I was to ever play with him, I would just have a blast. So I connect with him on that level.
He plays video games. Is that his
He
thing?
plays video games, yes.
What does he play? Anything? Just one game or?
No, he right now I think he's playing Fortnite, Worlds of Drift, a couple other games. And then I like Lyric because he uses no cam and everyone watches him. He has 30,000 viewers, never has a cam, but he has an incredible voice. It sounds good.
He's got to be just ugly as sin.
No, he's not. That's
no.
Not, he's not. He's
really?
a good looking. He's a good looking guy, but he just goes off. He doesn't want to distract from the game. He's
that good looking.
He's about.
I'm so good looking. I can't have the camera on me because it'll distract from the game because I'm that pretty.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like he's about the game. He talks about the game. He's really good with chat interaction, which is something big streamers struggle with. So those are my two favorite big streamers that I watch. Summit 1G I like too because I think he talks to chat too. He is whiny and emotional, but I like that he is. You know exactly where he stands, whether he's having a good day or a bad day. And I just dig it. So I feel like that's 100% real. Some people hate when he's in that mood, but I get in that mood as a streamer. And then, all right, so smaller streams that
I
really
love smaller streams, by the way.
This is what I focus on. Those big streams I watch when I wake up.
Yeah.
Getting ready for work because I'm not going to talk to him. So I'll watch him.
Okay.
Yeah. So late at night, all right. So let's start with poker. All right. I have 4 streams that I watch in poker right now that I actually get in chat and I stick around for 30 minutes, turns into an hour, turns into 2 hours.
Nice.
John Blaze.
Oh my God. My man.
Love me some John Blaze.
Let me just look in the camera real quick for John Blaze.
Yep.
If you're watching this, look in my eyes. You know I love you.
You know I love you, John. You're the man. The Sadie King. Making big moves this summer.
Love that guy. He is
Yeah.
such. I love that guy. He's
He's
just
fantastic.
he's salt of the earth, man. I love that dude.
He's a heart of gold. That's what I like about John. And we're like so like our streams are so different, but
Oh
we
yeah.
push each other so much. It's so funny. Like our communities are so different, but we just love each other. And I don't know, man. I would do anything for John. Like so, John's my main man. Bet on Drew's my main man. You know, you've been a part of the Drew Crew
Right.
community.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Drew
I
Crew
don't.
is amazing. I mean, that guy just puts out such positive energy. Coined the Christian poker player, you guys. If anyone is out there and even thinking about checking Twitch out, check out him, Drew. Bet on Drew. That dude is. You want some real positive energy in your life? Check him out on Instagram, anywhere. That dude's solid.
And yeah, check out thinkmink.com. It's a positive mindset lifestyle. All right, check out that website and get involved. I mean, like when I first saw Bet on Drew and I saw what that community was, I was just like, oh my God, I didn't even know this was possible in poker. Poker is such a dog eat dog world, and there's so much bad news about poker. You never hear the good side of poker. All the articles are bad. There's tons of good that happen all the time. And it almost pisses me off that there's never been an article about Drew and the things that he's doing and just the good vibes that he's spread in the
Hashtag good vibes.
yeah, in the poker community. Like it's man, he's like I look up to him for what he has that vision that he has.
Yeah, he is absolutely a
Yeah.
man among men. Like he's someone to look up
Absolutely.
to if you are in the poker community at all. I mean, that dude, I don't even know how I fell into his stream, but like as soon as I did, I was like, I got on board. Like that dude
Yeah.
is just legit. I got on board with him from early on, and that guy's been nothing but. I mean, he supported me.
I think I'm on 1 year sub now to that.
Nice,
I think there's only 3 people I'm 1 year sub to, and he's one of them.
beautiful,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, there's so many good. I mean, Twitch is such a fun community that just like it's just so weird that the internet has crafted these little universes that these people come together and for whatever reason they find each other and they just huddle together. I mean, you have the negative side of the internet where it
Yeah.
is a lot of just shit talkers and um, YouTube comments where they're just nasty.
Yeah.
But then you get these real intimate where people are on camera.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk shit to TSB. You don't want to talk shit to Roll Route 23 when you're right there on camera and you're looking right into my eyes. Hey, it's hard to do that. Like
Yeah.
there's a little
Yeah.
separation there. And then if you're spreading out some positive energy, which you're going to do if you're
Yeah.
streaming, you don't want, I mean, who streams negativity and builds? So you just craft these little tiny little
Yeah.
communities and it's like this big bubble that gets more bubbles on top of it. It gets bigger and bigger and it just spreads and you get so much love on these and it's an amazing thing. I was so happy that I just
Yeah.
started it, and I love it.
Perfectly said, man. Well said. I mean, I can't tell you how many times like people have like messaged me and been like, I like your honesty and I'm dealing with the same things. And I'm just like, well, it doesn't matter where you're from. We have the same issues. We can talk about this. You know, that's what's cool about Twitch. It's just like the ability to connect with people across the world over the same issues that everyone deals with every single day. You know, they might not find that connection on my stream. They can find it on any stream. There's over 2 million people that stream on Twitch. And there's, with a banana number, there's only like 20,000 that are partnered. So, I mean, it's crazy. There's outlets for everything. Like, I was thinking about this the other day, just like the amount of like well-known people that are committing suicide recently.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
wow, I was just like, I almost wish like those people like there's outlets for everything. You know, there's and Twitch is an amazing outlet. You just got to find the right spot in the right community. And that's why I was so impressed with
Do you
Drew because he has the perfect positive lifestyle mindset community.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what you're going through, if you just need a little bump in your step, Drew's gonna bring it to you.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, I had a I had a theory about the Anthony Bourdain suicide.
All right, let's hear it.
You want to hear it?
I want to hear it. Let's hear it. Ah!
I think I think his best friend found him dead, correct? Do
Yeah.
you know? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your best friend, Tyler?
I don't have one right now.
You don't have one?
Mm,
How about this? This is gonna sound this is gonna sound kind of gay.
okay.
And when I say this, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm looking at you. I'm
All
looking
right.
right in your fucking
I'm looking
eyes.
at you. I'm looking at you. I'm paying attention.
If I found you dead in a closet hanging yourself
Yeah.
because you were jerking off,
Hmm.
erotic asphyxiation,
Yeah.
I would have said, you guys know Tyler had been suffering from depression and he just couldn't handle anymore, so he killed himself.
You
I'm
know
looking at
what?
you. I would do that for you.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm not your, and I'm
My
not your best friend.
look, I would have done it regardless. If even if it was a random, I probably would have said that. It's been like, even if I like didn't know him very well, I've been like, yeah, this guy's been dealing with depression on the side
Uh-uh.
all the time.
That doesn't happen in those weird countries. He was in some third world country.
Yeah.
Who's the kung fu guy? Carradine. Carradine. You know, the Kill Bill guy.
Oh,
Bi-
okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
David Carradine, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
That's
No,
how.
it's yeah. That sounds right.
I think that Kill Bill from
Yeah.
Kill Bill,
The bad guy in Kill Bill.
died from erotic asphyxiation. He was, hanging himself while he was jerking off. And that was in one of those random third world countries, Philippines or something like that.
Yeah, it's
And
because you don't have socks. You don't have cleanup.
I don't know.
Or maybe that's just his vibe.
Right.
I tried it once. It wasn't my thing.
You tried hanging yourself and jerking off at the
Oh
same time
no! I just tried choking myself. Well,
with your own hand.
yeah, it was weird.
It doesn't work like that, man.
I know it doesn't. It was a shit show. It was awful. I hated it immediately. And you know what the worst thing? I had marks. I had marks, man.
No.
Yeah, because I was like getting really into it. I was like, I was trying to get lightheaded, and
Oh my God. You put
awful.
marks on yourself? You went deep. Holy shit. Mad respect, bro. I don't think I could do that.
I
What
can't
do they
remember
call that?
I can't remember what movie I watched. I watched something. I was like, that looks good. That guy got off well. It might have been a porno. I was like, that guy enjoyed it. I'm gonna try this.
Oh, I mean,
It was a shit show.
so back to my point of David Carradine did it the man's way, not doing it himself. He went all in. He put a tie or a noose around his neck and did it. And anyways, that's how we found out. Some third world country. We found out. Anthony Bourdain, his best friend, found him out. Had anybody else found him out, we would have known. I am telling you, that's what happened.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm telling you, I guarantee that's what happened.
I can support this theory because Anthony Bourdain was an icon, and nothing bad was ever said about him. He had a very respectable show, and it would make sense for the cleanup to do that.
But no. The cleanup, I think the cleanup would have said, because those people.
You can't have a guy that tastes food in other world countries be like, yeah, he likes to jack off on it and then eat it, like, because that's what they're gonna say if they say that he's suffocated while jerking off. They're gonna be like, oh, that's how he likes to eat his pitas.
Okay, well, I'm gonna break it down a little bit for you from my brain. So again, he was in some third world country.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care. You will sell out just about anybody to make a couple bucks to feed your family. I imagine. Yeah. I don't know. I'm white privileged man in middle America. What the fuck do I know, right?
We are
but I am
America.
But I imagine if I'm in some third world country, I'm doing damn near just about anything to make some money to feed my family. And I think if I walk in on this Anthony Bourdain fella from the fucking United States, I don't care who he is. I've never watched this show, but what I
Yeah.
do know is there's camera people here, and this guy is somebody. And if I walked in on him jerking off dead, I'm gonna make some serious cash telling people. So he is so lucky that his best friend found him. Nobody else found him but his best friend. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he was a freak among freaks. I mean, cool as hell. He was a man's man, but by all accounts, he was not struggling from depression. Like from what they say, the very most recent actions of him were one where he was super hardcore in love with his girlfriend. He's never been happier. And then all of a sudden he's getting lonely. The dude used to be hooked on heroin. You know he likes a good charge. Right? Like the guy's gonna chase anything. I imagine he was just bored out of his gourd in some place. He had some amazing, local dish, and it was so good, and he was drunk and stoned or something, and said, "You know what? My wife's not here, or my girlfriend's not here. Let's go ahead and take this to the next level." I think that's what's happened. I think it's extremely plausible.
Well, high level intellectuals and people with money, they do freaky shit because they need an adrenaline rush. They need something different. So like, oh, so I can masturbate like this while feeling like I'm about to pass out? Yeah, fuck yeah, let's try it. Oh, I might die? Don't worry about it. I'm Anthony Bourdain.
Is there a safe way to do it, or does that take?
I mean, is there a watching party to make sure? Like,
I know.
He's gone too far. He's gone too far. He's blue. Get him out. Release the guy.
But then that takes away the risk out of it. And I think that's the exciting part, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it just the actual losing?
Well, what if you had like a viewing party? Like, what if like behind that brick, like there's like some sort of people where someone could like watch, and then there's like, oh, he's gone too far.
Would I charge them?
His dick's about to burst, and let's go save him.
No, let him go. I think he still has just a couple more seconds.
I think he's got it.
Don't let him go.
He's got
it. I told you. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. I told you. The greatest orgasm in the history of Twitch ever. Rora 23. He did it on stream, everybody. Unbelievable. I can't believe we just went there.
No, but I was expecting it. I looked into it. Like, I thought about this. Before we started, I was like, we're going to go somewhere weird. And I tried imagining where it was going to go. And I actually thought about what you said before we started. I thought we were going to go to a topic like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's my brother from another internet mother right there.
So that is something else. But we went towards strangulation and masturbation. So, I mean, that wasn't too far off. That was probably top 5.
When you go there, you're not wrong. Wow. You actually strangled yourself and put marks on your throat. You have to think about that and picture that to actually he actually did that.
How often have you ever tried the sleepy stranger? Where like
I know where you sit on your hand.
Yeah.
No. I have not.
Super weird. It's just it's a rush for like a minute.
You've actually done it.
I've done this. Yeah, I've done this. Like I think I was watching some movie with Nicolas Cage, and Gone in 60 Seconds.
I was just gonna say Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah.
They mentioned it, and I was like,
stranger.
I was like, okay, and I immediately put my hand behind my waist so I couldn't feel it, and I was like, all right, let's go. And I was like doing it. I was like, yeah, and like just everything's just flailing everywhere. It's a goddamn mess, like because you can't get the hand to work. Like, when it comes back, it's kind of awkward. You're like,
I'm here.
You're like, oh wow, now I'm actually on.
You look like you're riding a bull and trying to hang on for 7 seconds.
Because you can't feel it, and then all of a sudden. Oh, then you feel like, oh shit, we're back. Okay.
We're back, and it's a guy.
It's like it's almost like an airplane with turbulence too. You're like, okay, all right, we leveled off, and then you take your hand off. Or like, all right, we're clear.
Wow.
We didn't make it.
I've actually never tried that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
I mean, you didn't paint it in the worst picture possible.
It was fun. It was. I mean, it was fun, but
You
like,
just did it the
but you can't feel
one.
your hand. You could cause damage to yourself because it's very wild. A lot of things are happening. It's going everywhere. Now the dick is
Your hand is going
skin.
everywhere.
Yeah, the dick is essentially skin.
Hey,
so,
hold on.
I mean,
You finish the story. I gotta piss real quick. Finish the story. Keep going for a minute.
no,
Okay,
but I have to piss.
I'm first. I'm the host.
Ah! God damn, I love that guy. Oh man, guys, first podcast. All right, yeah. So what I was saying, so your hand is numb, right? So like, there's a lot of jerking activity that's happening, which could be detrimental to your member. You know. So that's why I wouldn't recommend doing it at all. The silent stranger, whatever they call it, could be deadly. You don't want to right angle your penis. What movie was that? I can't remember what movie. Right angle his penis. I think that maybe was Euro Trip. I'm not sure. Dude, I don't want to talk by myself. I want to jive with the host. I think he's taking a steamy 600. A steamy 600 is when you get timed out on Twitch for 600 seconds. It's essentially a good time to go take a shit. Oh shit, he's dancing. He's dancing. He's dancing. Hey.
You gotta go take a leak, correct?
Yeah, my turn, right?
Yeah, please. What were you talking about while I was gone?
I was talking about the steamy 600.
I don't know what that is.
It's when you get timed down on Twitch for 600 seconds, and it's an excellent time to go take a shit.
Go do what you got to do. I'm gonna hold down court.
I'll be back in less than 600 though.
You guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope it's not too much inside baseball. For all of you guys don't know, the term inside baseball means when you get real deep into the nitty gritty of a certain topic. We got real super deep in Twitch. I think a lot of the people that are going to be listening and tuning in, I hope, are fans of Tyler, and they're coming in to listen to him. I hope some of my I don't want to say fans, listeners, the guys that listen, you guys that are listening to me, I thank you guys so much for supporting me. You guys have been amazing. I got a lot of people supporting me so far, and I just hope it continues to grow. And I just thank all of you guys. If you are a supporter of my podcast, be it on YouTube or the audio version, check out Twitch and check out, just search on Twitch TSB253. He's a lot of fun, dude. He's just a good dude and has a lot of fun on stream. And just check him out. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you support me, support him. He's like a brother. That guy's been there for me for a long time about like some real personal shit, and he doesn't have to do that, and it's amazing. So yeah, I think a lot of people actually that are listening to me, a lot of you guys may or may not know that I used to be on Twitch all the time. My name is and was Rural Route 23. I used to stream poker, and I started doing the podcast on there. There's a few people that have watched Lopricon. Shout out to him. So I streamed the poker for a while on Twitch and had a decent following. You know, I had close to 300 followers, and I would average whenever I would go live and play, I'd have an average of 10 to 15 people would hang out with me and watch me and conversate with me during my play. It was a lot of fun. It was a cool little community, and Twitch is a lot of fun like that. Like you just meet these cool little people that support you and give you the positive energy that you are aren't really seeking, but you get, and it's just a lot of fucking cool vibes. I've had a bunch of drinks. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
He's back, you guys. This is such a good.
My
I'm
brother's
so
back.
man. My brother's back. I'm having such a good time. I was nervous at first too. I didn't want to tell you, but I was nervous to talk to like a Twitch legend.
No,
Like you are.
I am no legend. I'm no legend.
You are.
On a small scale, maybe.
On a
Maybe.
small Twitch scale, you're a
Yeah.
Twitch legend. Like
And
you do go back a ways.
In a small community, you're a legend too, bud.
I'm not a
Right.
legend. I was a just a foregone conclusion.
That stream that night was legendary to me.
I had one. Yeah, I'm.
The first time meeting you and seeing your stream was legendary for me, and I'll never forget it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Twitch is all about, man. Of all the people that have been hosted, when I watch another stream, that was probably top 3 most enjoyable moments that I've ever had. Like, it was fantastic.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
I
it was
enjoy it,
great.
and the funny thing is, had anybody watched my streams before that or after that, they would have gotten the same thing. That's who I am. I'm just an
Exactly.
excitable kind of dude. Like when I would stream poker, that's what I would do. If I would gotten a big hand and
You would stand up.
I would
You'd be like,
stand
"Oh,
up.
this is
Here we
the
go."
moment. Yeah, you would
stand
get
up
up.
hype, and I'd get up and I'd go crazy if I hit it, and I'd be like,
yeah, yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's
all
like-
the emotions that you experience inside in poker, you would do it like right there. You would do it. Like that's what people want to do, but they hold it inside, and so it was a chance for us to all experience that, like how we actually feel and what we want to do. And oh man, I was all in. Like I saw, I was like, oh man, this guy gets it. Like,
that's
it
just
was
what
great.
that's just who I am. I'm an emotional
Yeah.
guy. I'm a competitive guy.
I'm an emotional guy too, and
I know.
I have to keep it in when I play live. And dude, it was just fantastic. Loved it. Also, we had that Levi jeans thing. We were gonna do a dance off. We were
Yeah.
planning
That
a
was
dance off.
the big elephant in the room. Is
Yeah.
I don't know how it started. I think did it start with you sending me a dance request with "Let Your Hips Swing" Savage?
Yep, that's how it started.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if it was that stream that I did or was it a different one.
No, it was another one.
Oh, I thought so. I thought it was a different
like,
stream.
Yeah.
He came in and just I don't know if he donated or whatever and said,
I
"All
was
right."
like, I want to see you dance. I was in a dancing mood. I think that's what it was. I was in a dancing mood, and I was like, this guy has got it. I know he's got the moves. Let's see what he's got. Because I was watching Killing Bird a lot at the time, and Killing Bird likes to do some dance moves.
Right.
I was like, all right, so we got me, you, KB. Let's get another one. I was like, oh man, we need to do a 4-way dance party one time where we all play the same song at the same time and see, who wins.
That is we owe. I mean, yes. So he sent me to do. I never actually even heard that song before. And he sent me. It's the artist is Savage. What's the song called?
I think it's called Swing. It was
Let me see your hips swing.
Yeah, it was from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Okay.
Like, that's where the song got big.
Oh yeah. Anyway, he sent it to me, and I mean, I did kill it. I killed it.
You did. You absolutely destroyed that song.
I'm not gonna lie, I killed it.
Yeah, you crushed it.
And then we sent songs to you. He dances on stream. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's okay. I don't really follow the beat. I kind of just do my own thing.
Dances like a white boy. But
yeah, for sure.
Can't be mad at that. I know Sightgasm for sure would love to see us do that. And we had talked about doing a dance off one day. You, me, and KB. It ain't gonna happen right now, but one of these days we can set that thing up.
No. What's gonna happen is eventually we're gonna have a live meetup where eventually we all meet in person, and then someone's just gonna grab the damn camera and we're gonna dance our asses off.
How dope would that be?
I know. I can't wait to meet KB one day, man. He seems like just such an interesting person, just absolutely fantastic.
That dude's doing the damn thing. He's living the dream.
Yeah.
Like that guy nailed it, man. He started a while ago, pinned it down, and that guy is just another one of those guys you can look up to if you're looking for some kind of like
I mean
motivation.
that guy was already like had an accomplished career, and then
Yeah.
just chose poker. I mean, if you want, like, KB a little bit better than me. If you want to give a little background on Killing Bird.
Oh, I hate to speak for the guy. So he's on Edge, which is it's a school, like an online class to learn how to play poker and to be a good tournament poker player. It's called
Yeah,
Tournament Poker Edge. And I don't know if he's the founder or co-founder or something like that. And he
yeah,
started this up a while ago, these online courses where you sign up for a subscription fees. I don't exactly know what it is, like $30 a month.
yeah.
And he hires these coaches to make these awesome videos on how to teach you how to be a good poker player.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he made a killing at it. He's one of the top. The Tournament Poker Edge is one of the top
It's one of the most
online schools.
respectable. Yeah, it's one of the most respectable sites for poker
Training,
knowledge. Yeah,
training.
and
Yeah,
training.
yeah,
Yeah. Also, like, KB was in the music industry beforehand.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was super successful, and then now he's just doing what he wants to do. He just wants to play poker. He just wants the he's really into microbreweries and stuff like that too. Like,
He did it, man. Like, and
yeah.
the thing is, he came from like that story is he came from a tiny ass little town in like the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Which,
Oh God.
if you know anything about Michigan, there's regular Michigan,
Yeah.
which is in its own right. It's got its funky little areas. It's kind of got its some hillbilly towns,
Yep.
and then there's the Upper Peninsula. And you guys, that's not like hillbilly. That's like those people when they say I've made it to the big time. To them, that means they're working at a carnival.
The hills have eyes, kind of people.
Yeah, they're a carny. They're a traveling carny, and they fucking made it in their mind. Youpers. And so I guess him and his wife came from the small little town up there, and they somehow got out, went to college into a bigger town of Michigan, with a university, not a huge one. And then I guess he made it from there, and he's just living the life, man. And they did it right. They had a kid at a young age, and now he's like off in college, and so they're at a young age just living
Yeah.
life. And
Yeah.
he sleeps till noon, does what he wants. I mean,
That's the beauty. Once your kid goes to
whew,
college, you get all those years back.
yeah,
You get to be young again.
uh,
Once the kid gets out of the house, you get to do all the shit that you couldn't do for like 18 years.
I imagine I've got a 5-year-old and almost a 2-year-old.
All right. Well, we'll talk in 15 years and see how it goes.
Hopefully, I'm traveling the country doing whatever I want to do when I want.
Oh my God.
Um,
I would love to just like vlog. I woke up one day from a dream and I was like,
from a dream, the dream woke you up.
yeah, the dream woke me up and I was
Nice.
like, all right, so we got Andrew Nemi vlogs in Vegas. What if someone vlogged every poker room in the country? I was just like, man, I want to get to a point where I can vlog and do like a week-long thing on every spot that I go to, like in the country. Because there's all these nuances and little spots for poker. And it would be so cool to just go to all these little nooks and crannies in America where, I mean, because every poker room is different, has different vibes, different personalities, different people. It'd be cool to just spend a week in every single spot and get to know like the town and the area, and then cover like poker and how the poker is in every single spot, and try to like portray it in a positive mindset no matter what. Like, I would never put out a negative thing, but like to try to show the pros in every single situation. Man, that would be so cool. Like, nobody has done that yet.
Would you want to do that on Twitch or like how is that
I would do that on YouTube. I would create a YouTube and present it like that.
like YouTube Live or something like kind of like what this
I
is?
no, I'd probably just throw up videos.
Edit it up and
Yeah, yeah. I would have to learn how to edit and do all that, which, being 30, I'm pretty lazy, so
it's hard to do.
yeah. But it would be fun
Man, I gotta
to
tell you,
do.
dude, I am 38 and I just started doing this podcast and I am teaching myself. I'm watching YouTube videos all the time on how to edit on GarageBand and iMovie, how to do a or how to do a podcast live on YouTube like we're doing. This is my first live YouTube podcast. I usually have somebody in studio with me.
Oh, nice, man.
So you
This
are
is
my
awesome.
first, remote podcast.
Let's go!
Yeah.
I'm the
Holla at your boy, son. But so that's like what I'm saying. When you say you're 30, I do, bro. I got 8 years on you,
bro. You're 38.
You're
you don't look a day over 24, man.
No,
So
I'm a
get the
dime
fuck
piece.
out of here.
I am a dime
yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Don't get along. I might look skinny, but I am cut, ladies and gentlemen.
I would call you a beefcake.
I'm not. I'm just a little 5'11", 170-pound trim cut. You know.
5'11", 170 pounds. I mean,
yeah. I mean, some people use the word dime piece.
Can I take you in my mouth now? I mean, like shit. That's the perfect build.
Can you deep throat?
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I was involved in the banana contest one time. I did.
Oh shit! This guy's got stories for days. I got to hear this. What is? First of all, tell me what a banana contest is. I think I can understand. How deep you pick a banana?
I don't know, but it was the summertime. We're on a baseball trip.
How old are you?
I think I'm 17 at the time.
Oh, a little twink.
The coach, yeah, I know, right? The coach hands us all bananas before the game. I don't know how it all. Yeah, potassium.
Right, you don't want you to cramp up.
Yeah. So we all look at each other. Like I can't remember who started. Hopefully it wasn't me. We're just like, I think it was my buddy Ryan Stagner, the Stag, who was like the primo.
Deep throater?
No. This guy got every goddamn girl in the county, not just the city, the county. He had them all.
Nice.
And he I'm pretty sure it was Stagner. And he looked at everyone and goes, let's do a dick suck contest. He's like, let's see who can deep throat the deepest.
Where does that even come from? I
don't know. He was just curious. I don't know.
I guess he was curious a little too soon. He's waiting for college, buddy.
He's a strange bird, man. I've got stories on stories with that guy. But he's like, all right, let's see who can get the farthest down on this banana.
The same banana? Unpeeled.
No. We all have bananas.
Okay.
Like, we're assuming they're all the same, whatever. So Stagner goes, he gargles the whole goddamn thing. He goes, all right, so I'm going to be first. Who gets closest? And I think I finished third. Like, I got it in there. It was a little gag.
Guys, he's smiling and proud.
I mean, I got third out of like 15 people. So
pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I guess I'm kind of proud.
Oh,
yeah, man. I think I'm proud of that. Because it's Stagner. Stagner like came up with the thing, and Stagner was an idol at the time. We're like, all right, I got close to my guy.
Stagner did the whole thing.
Yeah, he was practicing. He literally just did this. He was just like, huh? And then he looked at everyone, was like, and then he pulled it back on. He's like, all right, can anyone get closer? I was just like, God damn. What the fuck just happened? Like everyone had that look on their face, that exasperated face, like, what did we just witness?
Why would you guys even have tried afterwards? You win. You're the king. I'm not gonna. You win. Obviously.
No, I mean, I obviously Forces is like, all right, I've got to see. And then he was talking shit on everyone. Like one person like had half the banana. They're like, ugh, and he's like, pussy. He just looked at me and said, "You're a pussy."
All right. So my question is about this Stagner fella. Are you friends with him today?
Yes, I still talk to Stagner probably a couple times a year.
Okay.
He went off to the Air Force.
Okay. At least that's not the name.
Even though he's a raging alcoholic, somehow he was able to make it through. And he flies planes now for the country.
Oh, he's an officer.
Yeah.
Wow. That guy must.
This guy serves our country.
Wow. Oh, hey, I mean, thank you for your service.
This guy, the background of Stagner, he's like not the most attractive bro, but the way he presents himself, and this is why, like, I try to tell some people, it's like, it's not about looks, it's about how you carry yourself. And Stagner was A1 sauce when it came to carrying himself. He would walk in like he's the fucking man, and like women would notice. He just walked around like he was the guy, like he was the most important person, without acting like he was the most important person. Like the way he just presented himself and carried himself. And then he would literally go up to women when we'd be at a nightclub and be like, I saw you were looking at me. Do you want to go dance right now, or do you just want to get out here and fuck?
Damn.
And most of the time he would just fucking leave with them.
Damn.
Yeah, like he was so forward with that, but it was so much confidence that even women that I would look at him and be like, she seems respectable, would leave with him.
We're at the
I'm
window.
just like, oh my God, this is a revelation. I've never been able to actually try that and do it. But I mean, to this day, I'll never forget how he used to pick up women.
He actually did that. This isn't just like you bullshit.
No,
Like this guy actually said,
like, that's the move every time. That's
okay.
what he would do.
So you witnessed this quite a few times.
Yeah. Like
did you ever try it?
No, I would.
Why not?
No, like because it wasn't, because I would actually want to get to know the girl a little bit too.
Okay,
like I can't.
You're one of them. I got you. That ain't bad.
I can't just go up to a girl and just be like,
"Want to fuck?
You're hot. I think because you're looking at me that you think I'm a hot. Let's go fuck." No, I would actually want a dialogue, because if the conversation is gonna suck on the way there and after, like, I don't know.
What do you worry about afterwards for?
I don't know.
Uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You're a good looking dude. You're a smart dude. You'll figure it out.
I've been in a couple bad spots before, but that was after a conversation. Maybe I didn't remember it, but I know that I had the conversation.
Like, you're a single fella, right?
Yes, I'm single.
How long you been single?
I've been single now since I started Twitch.
Really? I thought you had like a couple here and there. Were they just not that serious?
I was seeing some girls, but
okay.
I haven't locked down. I haven't confirmed had a girlfriend.
Gotcha. How long you been single? So since that's about a year and a half?
Year and a half, yeah.
Okay. So you started Twitch right after you got out of a relationship to help you?
About 3 months after.
How long were you in that relationship?
Almost 2 years.
Okay, so you had like a 3-month like woe is me period.
Well, I thought this was gonna be the one.
So, right.
Yeah, and then it all just kind of went sideways. We got how do you say it? Like, it got really complacent.
Yeah.
I was busy doing my thing, busy doing her thing.
Sure.
She was still in college. It was her last semester. Yeah. Actually, it's a super fucked up story how it all broke up. I don't really want to talk about it. I've talked about it before on stream, but it's a long ordeal. It's actually funny. I might actually write a fucking movie about it.
A movie or a book? Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't have to go into it. I wasn't trying to go super deep.
No. I'm just kind of saying, like, how it went down is kind of hilarious. The actual moment where, like, we decided to break up was hilarious. Well, okay. So, in quick cliff notes, I had a roommate at the time. My roommate never been with a girl before. Never, like, he was a virgin. Yeah. So there was a new girl at work, who was thirsty, you could say.
For him?
Just thirsty for anybody. Everyone thought it was gonna be me, even though they all knew I had a girlfriend. So one night I did some investigating to see, like, her interest, because I knew my roommate took her home one night. I didn't know that they had hooked up, and then they immediately started seeing each other. So I was doing some investigating to see if she was a good girl, whatever, because I was trying to protect my friend. And then, because we worked together, I messaged her later on to see if she had made it home safe. And then, so apparently she had a crazy psycho ex-boyfriend who decided to take our logs of what we said on Facebook, find my girlfriend, switch it all around, and then send it to her. And then so my girlfriend saw that and then was like, "All right, we're done." But we were already on the outs. Like we could already, like it was already kind of like decided that like, you know, we're kind of floating in this relationship. This was the dagger. I didn't see it at the time. I see it now, but it was just kind of fucking hilarious. As like, all right, so me and my girlfriend break up. My friend's actually with the girl that I'm accused of sleeping with or whatever, or flirting with. Even though she was flirting with me in those messages, but I was just seeing if she was home safe. It's just funny. It's just funny how it worked out, and they're still together. And now he's miserable, and I'm great. So I feel like I won.
You did win, my brother. You did
I
win.
I won. I found Twitch. I found people from across the country. I found multiple friends, and life's great. You know,
Life's amazing.
life's
Speaking
amazing, man. The amount of people I've met now, like I don't know why I didn't start sooner. I had no idea. I had no idea I could connect with people across the country like this without having to go anywhere.
That's amazing, dude. I mean, it's I brought this up. I was just on a somebody else's podcast. Do you know of the streamer or the Twitch guy named Lopricon?
Lopricon.
He's a KB. He was like neighbors with Killing Bird, and like they were friends. Lopricon.
No, I've never heard of him.
He started a podcast recently, and I was just on their podcast the other day. And it's a very similar situation with like this just community where we've all pulled together and helped each other out.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how just such a small little thing where these people who all like to watch people play poker get together and they've created like real friendships. Like I don't like, I'll be real honest with you. I don't have like a lot of real friends in real life. I do have some. I'm not a complete hermit or anything like that. I do have some real legit friends, but I don't have a whole lot of them. And to find these cool people online that you actually have a real connection with, like you and I, like I said, like I wasn't completely bullshit when I said you are my internet brother. Like I've come to you in some dark times in my life.
I remember, brother. I remember we had that talk for a long time. We talked for like probably 2 or 3 hours on the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't get that very often, and to find that in the internet like this, and then here I am getting a podcast, and I finally get to have you one-on-one, looking at you looking at me, and doing this. It's just I love it, man. Technology is amazing.
It really is.
And it's to make these real friendships. Like I want to meet you in real life. Like I can't wait. Like I want to make this happen. Like where we can get some of us all together, where we all meet up and it can't be that hard. I mean, Spirit Airlines, that shitty little airline, you can get anywhere for like $100 anywhere. I'll put anybody. Look, I'm putting this out there right now. If anybody wants to come do the podcast live in studio, I'll put you in my house. I have an extra bed, an extra bedroom, an extra bathroom. Anybody, and we'll have a good time. I'll show you Kansas City if you just want a weekend.
I tell you what, because I'm in on that. I want to do that. I feel like that is an experience that I want to be a part of. I'm already planning TwitchCon, setting aside funds, whatever. I'm going next month to a Cards Cubs game in St. Louis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with my dad and my brother and sister, who I haven't seen in probably 3 or 4 years.
Nice.
Life.
Beautiful.
It's going to be great. But I'm so in to do that.
I'm not bullshitting. Seriously.
Yeah, I would love, for one, I've never truly visited Kansas City like I should. So you could show me everything there is about it.
Kansas City's great, man. I will show you. I'll take you to the best barbecue around. I'll take you down to we'll have some good where you can get the best Michelob Ultra on tap.
I wouldn't drink Michelob Ultra. All right. I'll be on them boulevards with you.
Yeah. Let's count it on. Let's leave on that note, man. Like I want that is an extended invitation to not everybody that's listening to this podcast, but certainly to TSB, to Tyler, any
Yeah.
single. I'm not bullshitting. Seriously,
Yeah.
anytime I want you here, I want you sitting right here,
You've got my
2
promise.
feet from me.
I'm
I've got a
coming.
mattress for you with blankets and sheets and a pillow.
I,
I mean, that's all you got to do is pay
yeah.
for your airline. I got everything else, Big G.
All right, bud. All right, set. It's
Every
gonna happen. 100%. This will happen.
We'll make it happen one day. You guys,
Absolutely.
I got to get out of here. I just TSB253 on Twitch. Please check him out. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out on where else can you be found?
I'm also on Twitter at TSB253. That's actually kind of the fun spot. Is what I
Check him
like
out
to
on
say.
Twitter.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Dude, I cannot thank you enough for doing this.
Yeah.
You are the man. I hope we can do this again. And this
Absolute pleasure.
thank you for helping me. You've supported me from
Absolute.
the very beginning. TSB 253
Bow to
Neandertalk
you,
podcast.
man. Hey, man. I wish I had the nerve and the backbone to start a podcast, man. So for you to take that leap of faith and do that, I've always wanted to do something like this. So props to you, man. Fantastic.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Have a
Yeah,
good
man.
one, everybody.
All right, take care.